In today's video, we're going to take a look at SHAI GILGEOUS ALEXANDER and how he's able to score so easily in the NBA. Let's take a look at one of his most recent crazy scoring games. And of course, hit that like button, subscribe, make sure to go check out my hardest basketball shooting workout down in the description below. Okay, so in this first clip, he's on a fast break. He has what looks to be Norman Powell following up beside him, and then he does a quick cutoff move to get in front of Norman Powell, and then he's able to go up for that shot. Now, this is because by getting in front of Norman Powell and getting his shoulder in front of Norman Powell's shoulder, he's able to then remove Norman Powell from that situation because obviously he doesn't want to gather a foul, which then allows SHAI GILGEOUS ALEXANDER to pull up for that mid-range shot. Now, in this next move, what we see is SHAI GILGEOUS ALEXANDER being able to change speeds to get an open shot. So coming off of this cross, SHAI comes back away from the screen and away from his defender, keeping his shoulders down below his defender's shoulders to be able to attack that rim. He then straightens up his body, slows down just a bit. This gives the defender a false sense of security that SHAI is no longer in attack mode, which then allows him to quickly attack at this point because now his shoulder is in front of his defender's shoulder, and he's able to attack quickly forwards, which creates a massive amount of separation between himself and his defender so that he can pull up for this mid-range shot. Now, coming off of this attack here, he's able to get his body, his shoulder, into the defender's body. This can then push that defender back onto his heels, which we see right there. And then SHAI's able to do a quick hop back so that that hop gets his feet set to where he wants his feet to be. When he goes up for a shot, he's able to get his shoulder and elbow in line with the rim so that he's able to make that shot. This quick little body right there, that chicken wing, is what was able to get SHAI that open shot. If it wasn't for making that contact, he would have never been able to get that shot off. Again, using the chicken wing here in a fast break, he's able to use that chicken wing move to remove that defender and then finish at the rim. Being able to be physical without gathering that foul is very useful. Now, how he's able to do this without getting the foul, even though there's a referee looking right at it, is because he does not extend his arm. He keeps it bent and uses his elbow because, guess what? His elbow is not past his knee. This is his cylinder. That is his land, which means that that defender doesn't have any right to be there, and he's able to remove that defender out of his way. And it makes it so much more easier to score if you pass the ball. Because SHAI is such a prolific scorer, these players will hedge high and hard on SHAI. And when that happens, he's able to get that ball to the roll man, who's able to finish, in this case, with a dunk. If you continue not to pass the ball, and you continue to allow players to double team you, and you still try to score, they're going to throw more and more defenders at you until they force you to pass. So, if you pass early, that's going to open up the field a lot more. So now this man's not going to hedge as hard next time, and it could leave SHAI a wide open three. And we see the chicken wing one more time right here, where he's able to remove that man just by using that small little chicken wing. Just a little nudge with the elbow can remove players so that you can get these shots. This is not necessarily an open shot. This is a pretty well covered shot, but because he was able to remove that player just that one little foot farther, he was able to get that shot off. Be physical with your defender. Don't let them push you around. You push them around. And then when he's attacking here, watch his defender. As soon as his defender starts running along with him and that defender's shoulders go parallel to that side or that baseline, he pulls back because that player's momentum is going this way. And if your shoulders are not facing your defender, you are no longer balanced. You cannot pull back, in which case that one little stop allows SHAI to get to that rim. Instead of scoring, he's able to kick that ball out for a 3 for his teammate. Again, getting your teammates open, especially when multiple defenders are going to try and collapse on you, will allow you to create open lanes for yourself later on in the game. Also, these quick hesitation moves with the shoulder, removing these defenders from his way so that he's able to get these shots, is super useful. Now, he's able to do this because now this player's shoulders are, again, going in the same direction as he is. They're no longer square with him, which means that if he wants to try to get past that man, that quick little hesitation moves the momentum of that player back towards the opposite direction and then gives him the open lane. Here he's forced with trying to score on Zubac, but that's not really a hard task for somebody like SGA. Also, being a good defender helps too, and he is definitely a good defender. In this case, because of his defense that led to offense, which then, of course, he was able to make that layup. Sometimes reaching around can help, and if the referees don't call it, then you're pretty well all set. Now, on this spin move here, that defender is being really aggressive. He's trying to get into SHAI, but when SHAI is faced with a secondary defender, he spins off, but when he spins, look at that elbow. We'll go back just a bit. That elbow is able to lock that defender behind him so that he's able to get that shot off. If it wasn't for that elbow, again, using the off-arm elbow is so useful. That is what allowed him to score. So by using your off-arm elbow, using a chicken wing to try and remove players from your situation is going to allow you to have a lot of openings to be able to get your shot off. Make sure to go check out the hardest basketball shooting workout down in the description below, and I'll see you guys again next time. Hit that like button and subscribe.